So students, if you saw the first video before I had time to delete it, you saw this calculation and your teacher made a terrible mistake, the one that I caution you about all the time. I'm going to leave this up here for just a moment because I didn't sort. So I got the wrong answer, and to tell you the truth, it was bugging me because the data didn't turn out the way I expected, and I should have followed my instinct. So look at this completely wrong answer. Let me start over. Okay, here we have our data. And as you know, and as I made the mistake, because I'm talking and recording a video at the same time, the first thing that we need to do is sort. Remember, we don't even call that step 1 anymore. We call it step 0 because it should be intuitive to us by now. Now, Excel is asking me if I want to expand to sort these numbers over here, and I do not. I just want to sort what I have. Huh, so much better. Okay. Now, what I explained before, if you saw that video, was that our textbook wants us to be very, very precise in the calculation of our percentiles. Now, let's say we are going to calculate actually the first quartile, which would be the 25th percentile. Well, if that's the case, P is going to equal 25. We're going to divide that by 100, so we end up with 0.25, right? Now, N, as you well know, is the number of observations. And I've numbered them here, so you see that we have 9 observations. Of course, our formula in our textbook says that we need to say 9 plus 1, so 10 observations. Now, also, and I keep referencing the formula in your book because our textbook is very specific about this, says that we need to multiply n plus 1 times p divided by 100. Now, it does not say that this is the answer. It says that this is the location of the answer. So I look at my data set and it says it's not located in position 2. If it was, the answer would be 22. It's also not located in position 3, because if it was, the answer would be 32. Now here's the difference in the level of precision that's required in our textbook versus maybe just a function in your calculator or even the function in Excel. Oftentimes, it's close enough if we say the first quartile is everything below the third position, everything below 32. But we want the exact location of the first quartile. So where is it located? Well, it's located 0.25 of the distance between the second and third values. Why 0.25? Because this says 2.5. Now, when I say the distance, what do I mean? Well, distance simply means I take the third value, I subtract the second value, and there's a distance of 10 between those two. Well, I need 0.5 of that distance, in other words, half. But now, we might have calculated 2.25 or 2.75, right? If that's the case, then we don't just automatically take half. That's not the point, okay? We calculated that the distance was halfway between. So 10 times, from here, I get the 0.5, 5. Now, what do I do with the 5? Well, I add it to 22 or subtract it from 32, but I'm going to say 22 plus the distance between the two locations. Now I know that the first quartile, the 25th percentile, is located exactly at 27, at my observation value 27. Okay? I hope that helps.